we have successfully completed what is Linux, what is meant by open source and security and other distributors of Linux. Overall, Linux introduction is completed. Only one lecture is completed. So today we are going to discuss Linux architecture. So Linux architecture and file system hierarchy standard. So these two concepts today I will explain. Okay. The first important thing in this Linux architecture, any distributor of Linux like Red Hat, CentOS, Ubuntu or Fedora or any Unix or Linux operating system has 4 layers. The first one is user, second one is shell layer, and the third one is kernel, and the fourth one is hardware. So what are the 4 layers? User layer, shell layer, kernel layer, hardware layer. But out of these 4 layers, you will get repeated interview question, shell and kernel. As a fresher level or experienced level, one question is repeated. What did you understand about cells and kernels? Cells and kernel. Okay. So no worries. I will explain each and every component very clearly. The first one is user component. What is meant by user? User is nothing but who is logged in your computer, who is managing an operating system. So who is managing softwares and hardware resources? Okay, those guys are called users. So now my current login username is here. This is my Linux operating system. How do you know your current login username? So I will tell you how to installing the Linux operating system in the next lecture. But already in my computer, Linux has been installed. So in the next class, I will tell you how to prepare, how to set up the Linux. So now if I run the who am I? Now my current login username is Ram. Right, this is the command to check the your current login username. Now this Linux operating system operating right now Ram user. So user can execute multiple things like binaries, compilers, commands, and lot of things. Okay. Then second important component, very important, which is called shell. S-H-E-L-L, shell. So what is meant by shell component? A shell is a command line interpreter. The first very important point, a shell is a command line interpreter. So what is meant by interpreter? It will convert high level language to low level language and low level language to high level language. I mean internally in the OS, like maybe you are the user, you are giving the input over the keyboard, but everything by default is a high level language, but system able to understand only low level. Then who is the mediator to convert low level to high level to low level? Again, the responsibility goes to shell only. But what exactly mean by shell? So here the shell responsibility. The shell is a Linux command line interpreter. The shell is a Linux command line interpreter. It is an interface between user and kernel. It is an interface between user and kernel. So that's why A Linux cell is a one container. Remember this point. A cell is like a container. That container contains Unix or Linux commands. Unix or Linux commands. So best example, see here. Now I'm executing date command, successfully executed. And log name, it is a ROM, I mean successfully executed. But now my command is a data. Data command is, actually data is not a command. So now if I execute it, data command not found. So not found means who is executed this command? So actually it is a shell. So what is the shell name in the Linux? Which is called what? Bash. Which is called what? Bash. So that's what I'm saying. A shell is a one container. That container contains Linux commands. So if you give any input, so everything it will execute by the shell only. By the shell only. So where is the shell? It is an interface between user and kernel. User and kernel. Next, in Linux, we usually mean a command line shell. Basically, operating systems are two types: GUI operating systems, command line operating systems. But in Linux environment, mostly to execute with command lines only. With command line only. The security reason, people to do everything with commands only. And the default shell in the Linux, which is called what? Bash. Why I'm calling default shell is a bash? Because in Unix or Linux, we have hundreds of cells. I think more than 500 cells are there. But very popular cells are bash shell, corn shell, jet shell, C shell, TCSS shell, no login shell, like different cells are available. But compared to all cells, the very advanced shell and powerful shell is bash only. And remember, cells offers commands. Cells only offers commands. If you know this point, it is very easy to understand. Cells offers what? Commands. For example, bash shell offers some commands. Maybe the cell is different, commands also will be different. So when the Linux maintain KSS cell, then KSS offer different commands. So when the cell name is bash shell commands are different. But in fundamental level or intermediate level, almost commands are same. I mean, if I run ls command, it lists the what files. But this is the ls command in the bash shell now. So if you execute sh command, or if you execute ksh cell, or maybe any another cell, the same command to listing the file ls only. Okay. So most of the cells offers the what? In basic level, commands are same. So you don't worry about your commands, basic level commands. But in the admin level, little bit commands are different when the cell is different. Okay. And even in the distributors are same, and sometimes commands also will be different. Best example, in the Red Hat, you need to install any application. Generally, YUM or DNF is the command. With help of YUM or DNF commands, easily you can install the what? Softwares. But when will you go for Ubuntu for installing any application in the Ubuntu edges? apt is the command or apt-get is the command. So when the distributors are different, then in admin level, commands also will be different. So, but intermediate level, I mean in the basic level, almost 99% commands are same. So the same commands you will execute on Red Hat or CentOS or Ubuntu or Fedora or anywhere. Okay. Then next one is, what are the types of cells in the Linux? So here, the very popular cells in the Linux: genome cell, KDE cell, SH cell, bash shell, corn shell, C cell, and jet cell. So these are all of the what very popular cells right now in Linux platform. But the first two cells are desktop cells, I mean GUI, graphical user interface related cells. And the next five cells are command line cells. Command line cells. So the full form of genome, that is called what? GNU, network object model environment. Okay, so it is a graphical user interface and set of computer desktop applications for users of the Linux operating system. At the same time, KDE, it stands for K desktop environment. So these two are the what? Graphical desktops. I mean graphical user interfaces. And the next five cells are command line cells. So in Linux, we usually uses command line cells only. But I told you just now, what is the default shell in the Linux, which is called what? Bash. I mean, we are executing bash shell script, bash shell commands. That's why in the shell scripts also, we are going to discuss bash shell scripting. Bash shell scripting. Okay, right. So now, in that case, how do you know that your current login shell name? So now if you run echo space $0, now it displays your current login shell. I mean, my current login shell name is bash. So this is the important command. So how to check your current login shell, which is called what? Bash. But what are the available cells? How do you know that? What are the list of cells in the Linux? So if you go for ls space ls/etc cells is the command. It lists available cells in the Linux environment. So I will use cat. So now sh cell is there, bash shell is there. So these two cells are available in USR location and bin location. But I will tell you what is the bin, what is the USR after a few moments. Okay. So how to check the what your current shell name? Just run the command echo space $0, echo space $0. Okay. So now my current login shell name is bash. So now what are the commands I'm executing? So pwd, ls, and like log name. So multiple commands. So these are all of the commands executed by bash shell now. That is the meaning of shell. So that's what a shell is, a command line interpreter, and even it is a one container. That container contains Unix or Linux commands. Every command will execute from the shell only. Okay, when the command is not matched, so maybe CAD is not a command. So command is not matched, then bash what throws? Okay, command not found is the issue. Okay, so the next important thing, what is mean by kernel? So kernel is a heart of Linux operating system. I told you yesterday, every operating system has a kernel, not only Linux. Unix has a kernel, Linux has a kernel, Android has a kernel, Windows has a kernel. Every operating system has a kernel. But why we are calling kernel is a heart of Linux OS only. Linux OS only. What is the reason? It is an open source. It is a freedom operating system. So any user can modify the Linux kernel source code according to user ideas and user requirements. Okay, and next, that's why somebody is calling Linux means truly kernel OS. Kernel means Linux, Linux means kernel. So that's why somebody is calling, sir, I want to learn kernel OS. So kernel programming, then it is called what? Linux programming, Linux kernel, the meaning. And the kernel is the essential center of a computer operating system. That's why it is a what? Heart of the OS. Yesterday I told you one best example. So one car has an engine in even lot of functions of the car, like wheels, brakes, and accelerators, and lot of things. But without engine, the car, the rest of the car not work. But remaining functions are work. But what is the use? Same way here. So the core component of the OS, which is called what? Kernel only. So it is an interface between shell and hardware. And kernel mainly coordination possible between user and hardware. Kernel coordination possible between user and hardware. But, sir, how do you know the current kernel version? Guys, you know that how to check your kernel version means in your mobiles, go to about settings, about phone, kernel versions are there. And truly I'm saying, do you know the Android kernel has been designed based on Linux kernel only. So what is the power of Linux kernel? You know that people can't sleep without Android, right? That is the power of Linux kernel because the Android operating system designed based on Linux kernel. The founder means owner of the Android is Google only, but Google has been designed Android OS based on Linux kernel. That's why mostly the Linux kernel and Android kernel versions are both are same. You can check it in your phones who are using Android phones. Mostly your kernel versions are 5 or 6 only. Right now, Linux kernel version is running 6. Okay, but 4, 5, 6 versions are very well. Okay, but how do you know that? This is a repeated interview question. How to check the what Linux kernel version? Please give the what star mark for this. It is a repeated interview question. How to check Linux kernel version? Because why need to verifying the kernel versions in the real time? Sometimes people need to deploying the what applications and need to deploying the what databases and they are setting up the what networking storages and lot of things. So based on the what application versions, they want to verify the what kernel version. Based on the kernel version, they will install the what applications and storages and lot of things. That's why the person must to understand what kernel version is running. Okay, for example, right now kernel version is 5.4 is running. Okay, I want to upgrade 5.4 to 5.6. But how do you know that your 5.4 is running? Then you need to verify the what? Kernel version. How to check the kernel version? You can use uname space -r command. Uname space -r. It will check Linux kernel version. So now my kernel version is 5.214. So your Android mobiles also running with 5 edition or 6 edition. But who are using 4.3, those kernels are very old editions. Now 5 or 6 is very well. Then it is a EL9. EL9 means this operating system is Enterprise Linux 9. Enterprise Linux 9. Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. That is the meaning. And now this architecture is 64-bit, 32-bit. So this is called what? 64-bit OS. Because the architecture structure is x86_64. But you want to know that architecture of the OS if you even if you enter the arc. Now this is the what? 64-bit architecture. Okay. So now please understand how to check the what? kernel versions. Okay, what is the command to check the kernel version? U namespace hyphen R. U namespace hyphen R. Okay, next important. So what the kernel does? Actually, what is the role of the kernel in the real time? I mean in the OS level. It's scheduling running programs. It's managing hardware. It's managing memory. It manages system security. It supports user programs and also supports device drivers and networking and everything. So overall, the single point, everything is under control by kernel only. Everything is under control by kernel only. So that's why a kernel is a part of OS. If the kernel is not working, yes, you are unable to boot the what OS. The functions are not well. I mean, functions are not working. OS is not boot up. Okay. So the managing memory is by kernel only. So who is managing the hardware means kernel only. Who is managing the security means kernel only. So everything integrated with what kernel and the OS level. So that's why updating kernels, patching kernel. So why need to get the word like your kernel versions are different every 3 months or 6 months? Even in your mobiles, everyone uses Android mobiles, right? Even phones are updating every 3 months or 6 months. What is the reason? Security. Same way, even in the real time. So now the current OS kernel is 4.6, for example, 5.14. The latest kernel is released. Then how can you take the patch? And before upgrading, what are the rules you need to take it? I mean, conditions. Otherwise, something went wrong, then your application is down, storage is down, what are integrated, everything is what not working. So be careful while upgrading the what kernels in the real time. But who will upgrade the kernels? Linux administrators, they will do it. Linux administrators only will do it, but not developers. Okay, so administrator definitely understand what is kernel and how to update the kernel and every point. But don't worry, in the Linux admin level, I will cover the what? Kernel patching also, kernel upgradations also. Okay.
Sir, one doubt here.
Uh,
This kernel version varies from the OS version to version, like Red Hat 8, Red Hat 9, Red Hat
see,
7, like that.
see,
It may vary.
version is different. Then backend kernel is kernel version also different. Okay, when the kernel is different, then maybe 100% you are getting the what? New operating system. That's what kernel means OS, OS means kernel. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Sir, one
Hmm.
doubt. What is the
See,
difference between patching and upgrade, sir?
see, I will tell you every doubt after the class only. So,
Okay,
like in the 250 people or 300 people, if you ask each one
okay,
question, the completely
okay,
class will be disturbed.
okay, okay,
If I start the word doubts, then class will be stopped because everyone asking the word different questions like
okay.
right, right, guys. So now Linux kernel. So everything, I mean, everything is controlled by kernel only. Okay. So this is the what the completely components of Linux. So how many types of components? So overall, 4 components. One is user, second one is shell, and the third one is kernel, and fourth one is, you know that, hardware. Hardware means keyboard, mouse, and everything, RAM, CPU, all are the what? Hardware components. Okay. But from this architecture, you will get repeated interview question, shell and kernel only. And another important question, how to check Linux kernel version. Okay. Right. Now, the next part in the Linux, FHS. FHS. So which is called what? File System Hierarchy Standard. FHS. File System Hierarchy Standard. So please keep it mute, everyone. Okay. Right. What is meant by FHS? File System Hierarchy Standard. Guys, you want to store the data or retrieving the data in your Windows. You have a drives like C drive, D drive, E drive, so like different local drives are there. So easily to store your data and easily to retrieve the what data. But in Unix and Linux environment, we don't have any drives. I mean like C, D, E, F. So where to store your data and where to retrieving the data? So we have a one architecture for storing data and retrieving the data. I mean how to locating the files, folders and everything with help of the file system hierarchy standard. The short form is FHS. Okay. Remember, these are all are the what actually directories. Everything is about one directory. Don't confuse. Windows people are calling folders and Unix Linux environment people are calling directories. Okay. So in Linux environment, please be called directories. So everything is about one directory. But these directories are automatically created when the OS is installed. When the OS is installed. But everyone should understand each directory meaning. Each directory meaning. Sir, why need to understand this directory? I will give you best example. Sir, I have been executed one program. Maybe something went wrong. Something went wrong. Then how can you troubleshoot the what program? Everyone will troubleshoot with log files only. Maybe it is a program or application or database or anything. Mostly people troubleshoot with log files only. But where is the log files? In Windows, everything under C drive only. Even temporary files are under C drive, binary files are C drive, log files are C drive, and library files are C drive, user executable files are C drive, and everything is what C drive only. But in the Linux environment, the information distributed to multiple directories. I mean, the entire information is not available within a one drive. I mean, within a one folder or one directory. So you want to verify any log files, application logs or program logs or any log files. The logs are available in Linux environment var directory. That is called what? Variable files. The logs are available in the var directory. The var directory maintains variable files. Same like, sir, where is my installed application information? And where is my device files? Where is my library files? Where is my binary files? So everything in the what? Under FHS. So now the first important point, it is a slash directory. So what is a slash directory? So slash is a top level working directory or it is a parent level working directory. Somebody is calling it is a root directory. It is a what? Root directory. So everything is under the what? Root directory. Everything is under the what? Root directory. So that's why it is a parent. Remaining all are the what? Child directory. So that is the repeated entire equation. You want to install Linux operating system. What are the minimum directives? So you will tell slash is mandate, because without parent, is it possible child directories? No. So that's why slash is mandatory. And for storing booting files, OS related files, boot is mandatory. So these two directories are mandatory for installing Linux operating system. And what about remaining directories? So these are all directories automatically created under the what root directory of slash. So that's why the Linux peoples, how to access the directory means, so for example, I want to access the boot. So then cd, they are trying slash, it is called what? Boot. cd slash boot. So where is the boot means? Then under the what? Slash. So now where is the var means? Under the what? Slash. So that's why they are writing first slash. Okay. 1 second, guys, please. Right. Okay. So now it is a what? Slash is a parent level directory. So now each directory I will explain one by one. Observe here. The first one is root directory. So the root directory contains super user files. Super user file means it is a admin level files. But when will you log in with root account? Then your login prompt is hash on. Your login prompt is hash on. So hash means it is a super user login prompt. And what is the home directory? Files belonging to normal users. Normal users means except admin user, remaining all are the what? Normal users. So the login prompt of the normal user is dollar. So overall, Linux offers two login prompts only. One is hash prompt, another one is dollar prompt. So when will you working on the hash prompt? You are the engineer, you are the administrator. I mean, you can access everything in the computer because it is an admin account. But what is the default administrator username in the Linux? Root. Root is the default admin username in the Linux. But when will you log in with root account? Your login prompt is hash. But all files belonging to root user under the slash root directory. With the same name, one directory is available. So within the directory, all files are located. But where is the normal user files? Every normal user file is located under the home directory. So that's why home directory maintain normal user files. I mean, who will log in with the dollar prompt? So developers, testers, everyone will log in with your own accounts. So then they will get the what? Dollar prompt. So when will you working on the dollar prompt? Yes, you are the developer, you are the tester, you are the normal user only. You are not an admin user. But Linux administrator will log in with what? Root account only. So they will manage the what? Entire an operating system. So that's why they want to access something in enterprise instance. So then definitely they will log in with what? Root account. Overall, two login prompts. Please understand these 2 points. One is hash prompt, another one is dollar prompt. What is my login prompt here? My current login prompt is here dollar only. So the dollar login prompt is now what is the login username? ROM only. So if I log in with root account, now as you, but I will tell you later what are the commands. So now I successfully logged in with my root account. Now the root user login prompt is hash, but except root user, dollar only. So now my ROM user login prompt is dollar, root user login prompt is hash. Please understand, in Linux only 2 login prompts, hash and a dollar. Hash for root user, dollar for normal user. Enough. But practically after installation, I will give you more explanation about dollar and hash also. Next. What is etc? What is boot directory? Already you know that. Boot directory maintains. It is a word system booting files information. Like Windows C drive. And what is etc? System configuration files information. I mean, you want to change system IP address, host name, application paths, or any other things, any configuration settings you want to change it, then go to etc directory and find a file name and change the what values. And what is USR? USR maintain software libraries read-only program data. That is the meaning. So what are the programs or what are the files or what are the binaries you have installed? Everything is located by default USR. So overall, your installed applications information available in the USR directory. And what is maintained? Bin. Bin maintains user binary files. I mean, normal user executable commands are located under the bin directory. But what is SBin? S extra. S means super user binary files. That means only admin level commands are located in the S bin. That is called what? System commands are located in the S bin. User commands are located in the bin directory. Please understand these two differences. Bin and S bin. Bin maintain user command. S bin maintain system commands. Next, what is mean by lib directory? It maintains library files information. You know that. And what is the var? Var means variable files. Variable files means like log files, printing information, mails information, and everything by default under the what? Var directory. And /temp, it is a temporary files information. So by default, /temp maintain temporary files. And what is the dev directory? It maintains device files. Device files means, best example, your keyboard information, your hard disk information, how much RAM is running, how much memory is running, and how much storage is used, what are the pending storage, what is the hard disk information. So like everything is available under the what? Dev location. And MNT is a media working directory. So like if you attach any CD or DVD, so pen drive, so you can get into the what? Pen drive information, CD information. You can use either MNT or media directory. Media is a graphical directory, MNT is a command line directory. And OPT, it is an optional directory. By default, it is an empty. You will keep it anything. So it is an empty directory. You will keep it your third party information like songs, movies, or any other things you can keep it. By default, OPT is an empty directory. It is an optional directory. And finally, proc directory. The proc directory maintains system health information, like how much RAM is running, how many CPUs are using, and what is the virtual memory, how much virtual memory is running. So like that, you want to get system health information, you can use the what? Proc directory. You can use the what? Proc directory. So these are all of the what? Directories automatically created when the new operating system is installed, when the OS is installed. Where is the directories? Now I will show you here. See. First, every directory under the what? Slash only. So that's why I will go for the what? CD space slash. If I run enter, then check it ls. See that bin directory, dev directory, boot directory, etc, home, lib, media, mnt, opt, proc, and everything is there. Okay. So no need to create manually. So everything is automatically created when the new operating system is installed. I will show you after installing my Linux operating system in the next class. So don't worry. But everyone must to understand each directory purpose. Then only based on your information, you will go for the what particular directory. So I want to check the log files means, okay, where directory is the information. I want to change the configuration files. What is the directory name means? Oh, it is the etc directory. So I want to get the what root user information. Hey, the files are available in the root directory. So maybe somebody's kept the what files in the what, maybe movies or songs in Linux operating system. So Linux person directly will verify the what OPT directory. Why need to verify the OPT directory means, hey, it is our third party, it maintains the what third party information. Okay, I want to verify the what users information. Yeah, users are available under the home directory. So I want to verify the what installed applications information. Hey, applications are installed in the USR directory. Say you, if you know the each directory information, then only easily to verify the what things. Okay, so this is the what overall file system hierarchy standard. But one more important question here. So you want to install any Linux operating system, what are the minimum directives? I mean, for example, you want to install Windows operating system, C drive is mandatory, right? Without OneDrive, how it is possible? So OneDrive is mandatory. Same way, here, you want to install Linux operating system, / boot mandatory. But remaining all are the optional. Remaining all are the what? Optional. But / and boot directives are mandatory. Okay. So now, how can you install the what Linux operating system based on this file system hierarchy standard? In the next class, I will explain it. And one more important thing, and everyone, I have uploaded yesterday class PDF. I think you got it right. Please confirm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
No,
Yes,
where
sir.
where in the
Great, sir. No, sir.
So in the dashboard, I have uploaded yesterday class
Which
PDF.
class
Same way,
completed, sir?
today also I will upload the what? Your file system hierarchy PDF and also what is the architecture of the Linux. See where
What
it is.
is the meaning of LS, sir?
Where is it? Where it is available?
Wait, please. Okay. So now this is
Sir,
the
are you going to share commands also? Because commands are not there in notes.
only introduction is running. How it is possible without Linux installation commands?
I mean, whatever you used today.
Right. So these are the what sample sample commands only. But the real commands I will show you again after installation. Practicals are after installation only. Okay. Right. So now see, here is the what Ashok IT website.
Class completed, sir.
Please mute. Okay.
Sir, could you please upload notes, sir?
Okay. So now here, where is your notes? Here upload notes option in myself, and now in the dashboard, in the Ashok IT dashboard. So Linux with scripting. Linux with scripting. View notes option is there. Under view notes, here Linux introduction part download. And even I have been shared with syllabus copy. So the complete syllabus overview also is there. See that the syllabus overview is here, step by step. In the last class, first class, this is. And now second class, this is. And also third class file system hierarchy standard. And now I will upload the what? These two sections PDF. And in the next class, hypervisor, then installation, getting started with commands. Even syllabus copy also available. Okay, you want to get it, then please be download from here. So this is the what website, Ashok IT. So now Linux introduction PDF also is there. This is the PDF. Okay, so this is the first class PDF. See this, everything is excellent in the PDF. Please read it each and every point. The points are very, very clear. See what is Linux? Linux in the cloud computing, Linux innovation, Linux distributors. What are the popular distributors? So what is meant by enterprise versions and community editions? And what is Red Hat Linux operating system? And Red Hat popularity? And why Red Hat Enterprise Linux? And now certified in the Red Hat Cloud. Okay, so 7 pages in the last lecture. Same way, today I will upload the what? The remaining PDFs also. So day by day, I mean, once class is completed, then I will upload the what? PDF immediately. So please check it, Ashok IT dashboard, then you will get it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, will you please show me again dashboard?
So this is the dashboard Ashok IT. Here is the
Okay.
dashboard. Okay. So now in front of you, so I will upload the what? PDF again. And please wait, I will stop the what?